Imagine a little girl, born on December 13th, 1989, on a Christmas tree farm in Pennsylvania. Picture her running through rows of snowy evergreens, collecting praying mantis pods, and dreaming colossal dreams. That little girl was Taylor Allison Swift. Now at 36, she's not just a dreamer, she's a global icon. The most awarded female artist in history, with 14 Grammy wins, including a record-breaking 4 for Album of the Year. Her journey, from that farm girl to a dazzling showgirl, is a masterclass in turning vulnerability into unstoppable strength. From her debut at 16 to the record-shattering Eras Tour, the highest-grossing tour of all time, soaring past $2 billion, Taylor has redefined what it means to be a singer-songwriter-producer and a powerful advocate for what she believes in. The year 2025 alone was a whirlwind. She dropped her 12th studio album, Asterisk, The Life of a Showgirl Asterisk, which became the most streamed album of the year. She finally reclaimed the masters to her own music, starred in the Disney Plus docuseries Asterisk, The End of an Era Asterisk, and got engaged to the love of her life. If you've ever felt doubt, exhaustion, or that incredible spark of pure joy, Taylor's deeply emotional story shows us how embracing every part of our journey, the highs and the lows, can fill us with an unbreakable energy, confidence, and love. Let's go back to the beginning. Taylor's childhood on Pine Ridge Farm was filled with magic and warmth. She wasn't just living there. She was part of the farm's rhythm, helping her parents, Scott and Andrea, tend to the Christmas trees. Imagine those cozy nights, singing carols by the fire with her brother Austin, snow falling outside. These simple, grounding joys became the bedrock of her character, a source of strength she'd draw upon for years to come. But fame, when it arrived, was a double-edged sword. It came early, and with an intensity that few could withstand. The bright lights cast long, dark shadows of scrutiny. In her documentary, Asterisk, Miss Americana Asterisk, she courageously opened up about her struggle with disordered eating. It was triggered by relentless, hurtful comments from the media. One magazine even ran a photo suggesting she was pregnant, simply because her body had a natural curve. The constant pressure left her feeling drained, and she began restricting food as a way to feel some sense of control in a world that felt out of her hands. But then came a profound turning point. She realized that depriving herself was robbing her of life itself. She came to understand that having curves meant having shinier hair, having more energy to perform, and truly embracing the life she was living. This raw, honest shift to body positivity wasn't just a personal victory. It inspired millions of her fans, and most importantly, it freed her own spirit. Her relationships also became public spectacles, filled with both heartbreak and immense growth. Past loves famously fueled some of her most iconic albums, but they also left her with a deep-seated fear of being lonely, even when surrounded by thousands of adoring fans on tour. She wondered if she would ever find a love that felt as real and as grounding as the one she saw in the movies. And then, in 2023, a fairy tale began. Travis Kelce, the charismatic NFL star, went to her ERA's tour show, hoping to give her a friendship bracelet with his phone number on it. He couldn't get it to her, and he later shared his sweet, minor disappointment on his podcast. The story reached Taylor's mom, Andrea, thanks to some cousins who were die-hard Kansas City Chiefs fans. Andrea played matchmaker, telling Taylor, "You have to meet this amazing guy." What started with a charming, almost cinematic gesture blossomed into a deep, joyful, and incredibly supportive love. The world watched as their story unfolded. Travis surprised her by joining her on stage during her London show. She became his biggest cheerleader, flying across the country to watch his games. Their connection was undeniable. In August 2025, after 2 years together without a single argument, Travis proposed. He transformed his garden into a lavish, romantic wonderland of flowers and wine. Having secretly set it all up while Taylor was busy recording a podcast, it was a perfect private moment. Taylor calls him the love of her life. He even gifted her a special sourdough bread slicer, a thoughtful nod to her love of baking at home, a simple joy that keeps her grounded. This love became her anchor during some of her most triumphant and emotional moments. In the docuseries Asterisk, The End of an Era Asterisk, Travis reads an emotional letter he wrote to her, confessing he was mesmerized from the very first moment he saw her. The cameras captured her tears, a testament to their profound connection. An even more powerful moment came in May 2025. After years of fighting a painful public battle, Taylor finally reclaimed the masters to her own music. Overwhelmed with emotion, she collapsed into Travis's arms, crying with relief and joy. She said, "Getting my music back and getting engaged to the love of my life. These are things that I thought might never happen." That victorious energy pulsed through her new work. Her 2025 album, Asterisk, The Life of a Showgirl Asterisk, was an explosion of glamorous, sensual pop. It dominated the charts, becoming the most streamed album of the year, and its theatrical release party grossed millions. The final pieces of the era's puzzle, the Disney Plus docuseries, and the final concert film, gave fans an intimate look behind the curtain. The intense training, the stories of her loyal crew, and the pure joy she felt after overcoming so many challenges. Amidst all the global fame and record-breaking success, Taylor finds comfort in the simple things. Her cats are legendary. There's Meredith Grey, the grumpy but lovable Scottish fold, Olivia Benson, the adventurous Scottish fold who has even starred in ads, and Benjamin Button, the sweet ragdoll she adopted on the set of a music video after he clung to her instantly. They travel the world with her, a furry, comforting piece of home wherever she goes. Her generosity also shines, often quietly. Just before Christmas, she donated $1 million to Feeding America, a testament to her kind heart. So, how does she do it? How does Taylor Swift stay so active, energetic, and confident through it all? Her methods are surprisingly simple and deeply rooted in emotional strength. First, joyful movement. She's admitted that prepping for the Eras tour was horrible, but transformative. She ran on a treadmill while singing her entire 3-hour setlist, followed by intense strength training. Powering her workouts with music she loves releases endorphins, boosting her energy and mood. You can try this too. Blast your favorite Taylor songs on your next walk or run. It feels incredibly powerful and fun. But remember the lessons she learned the hard way. Balance is key. Rest is just as important as the workout. Second, she nourishes her body kindly. Her approach is about balance, not restriction. Think healthy salads on weekdays and enjoying indulgent foods on the weekends, like the sourdough bread she loves to bake for her loved ones. This is body positivity in action, seeing food as fuel for energy and beauty. A great tip we can take from her songwriting is to journal our feelings. Turn your emotions into a source of power, just like she turns heartbreak and joy into art. Third, she surrounds herself with true support and uses her voice for good. Her family, her relationship with Travis, and her activism, like her massive voter registration drives and charitable donations, build her confidence and combat feelings of helplessness. You don't have to start big. Take a small step. Share something you care about, or simply make sure you're registered to vote. Small actions build momentum and empower you. And fourth, she celebrates her emotional joys. The memories of the farm, cuddling her cats, reading a love letter from Travis, the thrill of creating new music. She cherishes the things that truly matter: family, art, and vulnerability. So how can we integrate this into our own lives? Move your body daily to music that brings you joy. Eat without guilt. Journal your feelings to understand their power. Lean on your loved ones and speak your truth, even if it's just to yourself at first. Taylor's journey teaches us that vulnerability isn't a weakness. It's the source of unbreakable energy and confidence. It creates a healing cycle. Honest emotion fuels action. Bad action brings new energy, and that energy builds a lasting, authentic confidence. Taylor's resilient, loving, and fearless heart is a reflection of a potential that lies within all of us. So today, I want you to take one small step inspired by her story. Bake something cozy for someone you love. Go for a walk with her playlist blasting in your ears. Cuddle a pet or a loved one. Write down one thing you're grateful for. Or find a cause you believe in and lend your support. Share in the comments below. Which Taylor Swift moment or song gives you the most energy and inspiration? I'd love to read your stories. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more empowering stories. And always remember, your era is now. Be kind to yourself. Let love lead the way, and go shine like the showgirl you are.